Andy's mints are perfect.
They are very good.
They're perfect.
Yeah.
You know how you get them sometimes at restaurants after you eat?
Sure.
They're better than that. They deserve it better than that. They deserve to be eaten all the time.
What about on your pillow at a fancy hotel?
I like that unless I didn't see them when I laid down.
Yeah. You love those.
Nothing says fancy hotel like Andy's mints on the pillow.
Right.
Right? That's what you're paying for?
Yeah. It's better than going to England and having Andy's nuts on your pillow.
Your mic's on.
Well, they have Andy's nuts over there.
Oh.
You never had those?
No.
They're salted peanuts.
Salted what?
Peanuts. Charge, save the day.
Hi, Charge.
Hi, everybody. I assume we're talking about super fan listener Andy.
That's right.
Of course,
A-N-D-E-E, right?
Yep, British Andy. Again,
Yeah.
one of my favorite moments in our relationship with Andy is when we did the virtual Rube party because it was COVID.
Oh, yeah.
And Marnie joined the stream, and there was Andy. And Marnie's like, "Who is this guy?" We're like, "That's Andy." And he's like, she said something like, "Right, but who is he?" We're like, "He's British. He's British."
Yeah, that's right.
But why is he on the stream? I don't know. It's British Andy.
Yeah.
Marnie was very confused while we just had a random British guy.
Fuse looking at Marnie right now.
Yeah.
Now I've actually met him.
He's the best.
It only adds to the confusion.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
he's a great guy. That virtual Rube party was.
Yeah.
It had to be the
Hawk
saddest
was-
thing ever.
Hawk
It was a disaster.
in some cutoff jorts
Yeah.
that showed the bottom of his cheeks.
You know, like a
And
Hawaiian
he's like
shirt
on,
on his
and he's
deck.
on his deck and he's playing the
D-E-C-K.
guitar.
Yeah.
It was just,
I was hammered.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that'd make it better.
I've heard just rumors floating around. There might be in the future an actual Rube party again.
Yeah.
What?
Because there hasn't been one for sure since I've joined, which was 2020.
Yeah. Well, that's because you joined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Charch is right.
Who invited this guy?
Corey.
Yeah, I like Charge. Based on what Saw says, I only like things that Charge likes. Like Inception.
Well, if you like looking at charts, you can go to KFAN.com/watch right now as we are live. Thanks to Nick Madden. Hi, Nick. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for coming in
Yeah,
and
Nick's
taking
getting the job
Hi,
done
Nick.
because
Zach?
Zach's in Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was,
They've let him into the state now.
Yeah, he's at the,
that's terrific. You got the restraining.
Well, I don't know if they will. But the Diz, he went to the Diz, but then he also went to the Wild Lightning game last night, too. So his family's a big hockey family, so they like Disney and they like the Wild.
Well, they didn't all wear jerseys, though, did they?
Oh, yes, they did, Barnes.
Really?
Oh, they sure did.
They're the cutest. The Halversons are the cutest. I'm sorry to cut you off, Charlie. There was a picture on Twitter last night of the three boys, and they're all wearing not just like a Wild sweatshirt. It's the full green sweater.
Zach has siblings?
He's a brother. Yeah.
He's a brother.
So, his dad, your brother and the dad.
And dad.
The three
so
males.
they had Zach and then said, you know what? We're still going to procreate again?
I think they said, let's try this again.
That seems unlikely.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's a
Perhaps they adopted.
situation. Yeah, maybe.
We'll give the Lord one more shot. If he messes us up again, it's over.
They're the cutest.
They are. I
They're
love
a
them.
very nice family.
They're the best.
Yeah.
And his mom and dad are my age. Which, yeah, I know.
What?
They are, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we're the same age.
You could be Zach's dad.
He's younger than my son.
He's the same age, isn't
That's
he?
right. Yeah, he's the same age. That's right. Yeah.
The timeline does check out, though. It works.
Yeah.
But you're definitely not his dad.
Well, I don't know. Kathy's hot.
Yeah.
Kathy is a smoke show.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we bonded over
Skip a generation
over
in that
slot
family?
machines
Oh.
in Vegas. Charge, that is not nice.
I know. Zach's not even here to hear this, unfortunately. I feel really bad.
Yeah, he's crying.
Like, if he can afford to go to Disney, by the way, he's overpaid. The Disney, to go your day at Disney, like just to get your day one in, right?
Yep.
Your flight, you've got some hotel, and then you're in for, what are tickets, like $300-$400?
I think daily it's a couple hundred if you do a park hopper.
Person?
Yeah.
And that's if I don't want fast pass or whatever. Right. If I don't want to be able to skip in front of the line, which is BS, by the way.
My knees hurt.
Not being able to or being able to?
Being able to. I mean, just buying your way to the front of the line. I couldn't even do it. I would feel so bad walking past all the other people.
You'd be surprised. It feels pretty good.
Does it really?
$225 a person, according to Dan on the machine here.
So that's the get in.
entrance.
That's the get in price.
That's your parking, your hotel, your snacks.
Yeah, God forbid you want a hot dog. It's not going to be the $1.50 Costco, right? It's going to be the $38 hot dog and soda.
As they always say, the mouse has you while you're at Disney.
For sure.
You are bleeding money, and you do have to mentally just say, I'm going to just take a bath on this for the next 5 days,
right,
and recover when I get back. Because if you do Disney cheaply, you're going to hate your experience. That's the problem. It's you either have to go all in, or honestly, you shouldn't go at all.
Is it worth it?
It's totally worth it, especially with kids. Totally, totally worth it. But you have to let go of finances. If you're one of those people that can't do that, if you're going to cut every corner, you're gonna be anxious the entire time.
Yeah.
Either let it go or don't go at all.
The bank is going to let you skip 1 month.
Correct.
Yeah. It's going to be cool.
Just run up a credit card bill. When is
It's
it ever
perfect for Hawk?
It really is.
Yeah.
Now, Corey, I would have guessed you'd be with me on this, but apparently you're not.
Oh no!
When every parent at the age of about 3, you have to start making a critical Disney decision with your kids. Are we going to be a Disney family or are we not? I went conscientious objector. I'm not buying into their whole thing. And this is before all the politics and everything else related to Disney. And for me, is now like 15 years ago. My daughter's 18. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not buying into that. I'm not buying all the DVDs, and I'm not buying all the outfits, and I'm not buying all the dolls and everything else. So that stuff's just not going to enter our house.
I thought you
and
were
I think
American.
that was maybe the best decision I've made as a parent.
Whoa!
So you've never been to Disney World?
No.
Either have I.
It's awesome.
I've never been either.
The Star
I don't feel like
Wars
I'm missing
stuff-
anything.
No,
You'd be
my dad
surprised.
feels the same way.
Crying
you do, Charlie.
kids,
Yeah.
There
Never
are-
wanted
runny
to go.
noses,
It's better than that.
blown out diapers.
Whoa!
Well, that's a liner.
And that's just me.
Yeah.
The technology is worth it. You just can't believe what Disney is capable of doing. It's fantastic. It's kind of awesome.
Really.
I would like to see in Orlando the like House Gryffindor and
That's
the.
Universal, isn't it?
Yeah, Hawk's been
Was
there.
that a-
It's in Orlando, but that's
It's
not
the
Disney.
same. It's the same concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is not a Disney park at
No.
all.
Right. Yeah, there's one in California too, Sassy. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
you've been, right?
Yeah, it's the one where I bought all those wands.
How much were they?
About $200 a piece.
Aren't they just sticks?
Yeah, but they're magic.
Man, that's crap.
And
Now
Abby
that
wanted
seems like a fun
Yeah.
time because I
That
think
was
you can
super
do the around the world beers at a place like that
That's
too.
Epcot too. Yeah,
Okay.
Epcot's.
So now you have
Although
my
they're
attention.
upgrading the rides at Epcot, but for a while Epcot was the worst Disney park because there was nothing to do but drink. And when you take kids, that's a bad plan.
Yeah, true.
Hey, Charge.
It's
Hi,
the adult
everybody.
Disney.
Yep.
Hey, Charge.
Yeah.
Do you do any kind of fantasy stuff for the playoffs?
I do. I play in a
Yeah.
couple of different fantasy leagues. Yeah.
So you guys just pick players that are in the playoffs, obviously.
Yeah, you do it before the playoffs start. You pick a bunch of players. There are a lot of different formats. Like, hey, you can only have one player per team, or maybe somebody's derived some kind of a salary cap thing, so you can't have all the good players, whatever. So yeah, but I'm in a bunch of those. They're fun. It's really fun. You don't have to sweat like, should I bench this guy or start this guy? Everybody starts the whole way through, and then all you have to do is just like not pick players that get bounced in week one.
Right.
How'd you do this year in the regular season with guillotine leagues? Did you win some leagues this year?
I played in 9 guillotine leagues. I finished first in 2 and second in 1.
Fantastic.
So that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
That's Marnie. That's just my guillotine leagues.
It's the best way to play
it's-
You have
fantasy.
survivor
Thank you, Paul.
leagues and
Well, regular
leagues?
fantasy league. Yeah.
When your
Electric chair league.
career is fantasy football, shouldn't he be all in and play a ton of fantasy football?
I guess. My husband's in 3 leagues, and that's
and you think it's too
a
much?
lot.
It's
No,
really not.
I don't
That's-
care.
no, that's
I
a
don't
good
care.
number.
It's
Thoughts,
just
how many were you in
the
this year?
emotions of the day are hard to manage.
I was in 5 guillotine
Yeah,
leagues, and then I play in.
Did you win any of them?
I finished 3rd in 2 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which, I had a really good team, but I fell apart. And then I play in 1 regular fantasy league that I finished 2nd in.
So you had 6 total leagues to worry about.
7, yeah.
Wow.
You say 5? You said 6?
5 guillotines, and then I play in 2 regular fantasy.
Oh, 2 regular
wow,
fantasy.
okay.
7
Good for you,
total.
How
buddy.
can you, on any given weekend, how do you know who you're cheering for?
Don't have much to do.
But I know I love you.
We should ask Charch about the Cousins Belichick thing. He likes stirring that pot on Twitter.
Yeah, let's do some stirring.
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
and
you do.
I think it makes so much sense.
Right.
Because Belichick just lived through, hey, let's go to the draft and put a first round pick into quarterback. And that blew up in his face. He's 72 years old, and he's going to walk into a situation with an established veteran quarterback. And Kirk is exactly his kind of guy, right? Kirk follows the rules, takes direction, will execute what you ask him to do. The fit's going to be uncanny. And if Belichick does go to the Falcons, at their draft spot, they're not going to be able to get one of the surefire blue chip guys at the top of the draft. They'll go make a big play on Kirk. And keep in mind, the free agent quarterbacks go, Kirk, Baker Mayfield, garbage.
Correct.
There is, there's 1.5 solutions out there at quarterback, and that's it. So a lot of teams are going to be vying for Kirk. And all the hometown fans here, they're like, Kirk's got to give us a discount, or we don't want him. We're not paying him $1 over $30 million a year. Otherwise, I'm out. We'll go to the draft. They are so unrealistic about what the market value is going to be on Kirk Cousins.
He's the best one available
by a margin,
by a large margin, and he's going to get paid.
He is.
And all of this could have been solved if Kwesi could have just signed him to that deal last offseason. We would have our quarterback for the next 2+ years. We still could have drafted one this year. Everybody would have been happy. Quarterback of the future, quarterback of now.
Yep.
But now we have to panic and play this game with Kirk because he didn't lock him up last offseason.
Well, I felt like they should have. But the reason Kwesi did it is because he was staring at this coming draft, the 2024 draft, that many people thought was going to be just loaded with first-round quarterback talent.
Yeah.
And I think he wanted to roll the dice that they would be within striking range to get one. And it turned out they were a little bit too good for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it also turned out, though, if you look at Kwesi's first year in the draft, which has so far been an epic disaster.
We can just call it that now, right?
Disaster.
I think 2 years is enough time.
Disaster.
I don't think we have to.
Last year's home run with Addison. Everything else, though, is pretty bad.
Yeah.
So if you have pretty much 2 drafts that have been failures, and now you might have to panic and play this game with Kirk. If he misses on a quarterback or even just misses in the draft, this might be a super short run for Kwesi.
Yeah, this is it for Kwesi. He's got to hammer this offseason, and not just the draft, but whatever other offseason signings, veteran signings, free agency. He's got to hit all of that because the track record is so thin right now that this roster just isn't competitive anymore, and especially not in this division.
And the best way to extend any kind of timeline for him is a rookie quarterback.
If you hit it right, yes.
Yeah.
If you hit it right.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you're done.
Yeah.
This is it.
The GM in Carolina got fired.
That's right.
It's again, that owner seems to be insane. But in general, if you swing and miss, you're done. So I think I'm with you. I think Kwesi has about a 1-year window to fix this. And if he doesn't, I think they're going to say, you have 3 years and you've done nothing.
Right. And reasonably so.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And if you believe the story that KOC had to pound his fist on the desk and say, no, we're not moving back. We're just taking Addison. That was the plan.
Yeah.
We're sticking to the plan. No more trading back. So the fact that he even had to be talked into staying there.
Yeah, the trade back sucks.
Is insane.
Sucks.
We lived it all those years with Rick Spielman.
Yeah, it sucks.
Only to get somebody who's even worse at it.
Yeah.
Funny how that works.
And then that goes into the 2022 draft. They got ripped off.
Oh,
if you're going to move that far back, you have to get a first-round pick in next year's draft from Detroit. And you didn't.
Yeah, nobody had ever made that move and gotten less in return in the history of the draft than the Vikings did.
Hawk loved
Great
it.
job.
I'm still mad about it.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
I am too.
Hawk sits next to him on all the flights. He has to say nice
great
things.
at it.
They're best friends. Thanks to Wolf River Electric for Fan 5. That was kind of Fan 5, right? We just talked about that, Kirk Cousins. Go solar. Go solar with Wolf River Electric.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, Charge, you're playing initials when we get back against Marnie and Sauce and Hawk. But also, the jackpot now is up to $57,000, and one of you gets a crack at it after this.
Up next, featuring the St. Paul Federal Credit Union jackpot. Call 1-800-320-5326 for your shot at the initials jackpot next on The Fan. The Fan.
Here we go. We've done the smelling salts. I don't know where you were at, Charch.
The legend lives on.
He died.
Oh, no. I thought he was going to do smelling salts, and he disappeared.
He said he's anti-smelling salts.
Of course he is.
So
couple professional athletes that have played the initials game have also told us, why do you guys do that?
Yeah, a couple of them have, but you know what? But I watched Baker Mayfield doing it as he walked out on the field, and then he kicked that ass.
Yeah, he kicked that ass.
That's right.
That's right. I noticed Charch was gone. Who knows what he was doing while we were smelling the salt.
Could have been anything.
So, Charch, for the record, you do not like smelling salts?
Who does? Nobody likes it. You
don't, though.
You just get through it, right?
You don't like them?
No.
Well, then I don't like them.
That's right.
That was a foregone conclusion.
Are we ready to play this game?
Listen, if I had any real ability to change your mind on things, you'd have watched Chernobyl by now.
So good.
Right? You'd have watched The Terror by now.
Agreed.
You have this incredible backlog of amazing shows that are 100% likely that you will love.
Right.
You know what? I talked to him about The Terror. He said, why do I have to watch it when I live with you?
Living it every day.
That was hockey that said that.
But he told me that, though. He said it.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's time for Initials Game 499 on the Power Trip with your host, Corey Cole.
What are you doing for 500?
Performance studio next Friday.
Yeah, big deal,
All right.
man. Big
That's
deal.
super
We're
cool.
going to let some rubes come in and watch it and stuff. And whatever. It'll be a standard game. But
Skeletor doesn't
it's,
like that.
It's just patting ourselves on the back for playing this game 500
times.
Yeah, 7th Ave will have food here.
Exactly.
Sweet.
Exactly.
Shouldn't you be thanking the listeners for putting up with it 500 times?
No, people should be thanking me for doing the work.
Yeah, that's true. I've been there and done that. I agree.
You know, it's the 10,000 hours theory, right?
Yeah.
You're an expert on something when you put in 10,000 hours. I got to be freaking close.
You probably are.
Man, 10 years of
Each
this?
one takes you 90 minutes to 2 hours.
It used to take me longer. I've gotten faster over the years, but it's got to be close to 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm officially an expert
I think.
on this.
Always thought you were.
Thank you. Let's go around the room. Let's see who we're playing for today for game 499. Sauce, what happens if you win?
I'm sponsored by my friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. All 7th Avenue Pizza is buy 3, get 1 free now at Holiday Station stores. What? Cool. If I win today, tweet me and tag 7th Avenue Pizza through the end of today, and one lucky winner will win $100 to put towards restocking their freezer with 7th Avenue Pizza.
Buy 3, get 1 free at Holiday.
That
Very
sounds
good.
great.
Holiday whales as well.
Christopher, what about you if you win game 499?
Just like always, Radco and Radco.com has sponsored me for a long time. If I win, you get 10% off your entire order in-store online at Radco.com when you use the promo code initials. Discount doesn't apply to toppers. They got so much. Thank you, Radco. Appreciate it very much.
Hi, Marnie.
Hi, I am sponsored by my hometown best friends at Great Clips. If I win today, tweet me and tag Great Clips today through the end of Sunday. One lucky winner will get 1 year of free haircuts at Great Clips salons. Charch, I'm not looking directly at you. Plus Great Clips, he's got hair. Plus Great
Thank you, Hair
Clips
Restoration
will
Institute.
donate $1,000 to the charity of my choice.
Okay, but you don't like the flow that Charch has or
I didn't say I
not?
didn't like it. I said he had it.
But you think it should be cut.
Funny you mentioned it, but you didn't say, "Oh,
It looks
your new
great.
long hair looks great, Charge."
Yeah.
Would that have killed you?
What if I was nice?
Marn.
You could use a trim.
Couldn't we all?
Well, I would tell you if you wanted one, go to Great
Listen to the
Clips and
Hulkster.
maybe win a year's worth of free ones when I destroy you.
Okay.
Button bar.
Let's go.
Charch, you don't play often enough to have a sponsor.
No. Yeah. If I win, hell freezes over. Dane Cook is funny.
I like it.
And 2 broke girls will come right back onto network television for a decade.
2 things Corey hates as well.
That was pretty good off the cuff, George.
Thank
That's
you.
real good.
Hockey has 2 reasons he loves 2 broke girls.
4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Charch, a handful of years ago, you helped me start this board game, and you can get this board game at initialsgame.com. Charch was one of my consultants. He would get like drinks and figure out how to pull this
Hold
thing
hands.
off, and he put me in touch with some really nice people.
Who actually knew what they were doing.
They did. They really did know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Well, good for you, Corliss.
Initialsgame.com, versions 4 and 5 available right now, and a handful still of number 2.
Dwight's favorite.
1-800-320-5326. Why would they call that, Core?
Because it's time for the jackpot.
Now it's time for the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot.
$57,000 could be yours. You're looking to buy a new car? Save money in your current car loan? Do it with St. Paul Federal Credit Union. Now offering car loan rates as low as 6.29%. Apply today at stpaulfcu.org/KFAN. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Man, $57,000. That's just sick. $57K. It goes up $500 every week when the caller gets pulled up here in a second. It's a random caller. They get to guess the initials I'm about to use. If they get one letter in the correct spot, they win $250, which is still very, very cool. But if they just say both in the right spot, then they win the progressive jackpot thanks to St. Paul Federal Credit Union, and it's $57,000. It's going to be cool. Good morning, caller. What is your name and where are you from?
Good morning. This is Tim in Brainerd.
Tim from Brainerd.
What up,
Hi, Tim
Tim?
from Brainerd. How are you?
How's everyone?
Good.
Good, Tim.
Do you like the concept of winning $57,000? Would that be nice?
I wouldn't argue with it at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's your confidence level? You feel good about this?
I have a 1 in 26 shot of getting one letter right.
Amen.
Well, a little better than that, right?
Church and
Go
Corey
for
should
it.
hang out.
What combo were you guessing?
Well, Paul Charchian is there today, so I'm going to go PC.
You're going PC.
I like his
In
thinking.
honor of Charch.
I like his thinking.
Now, in fairness, I did this list weeks ago and we booked you, yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
All right.
But
That doesn't mean it can't.
that doesn't mean I'm
work out that way.
I'm normally 4-ish weeks ahead. That doesn't mean maybe I had this combo in the hopper and said, I'm going to see if I can sneak this in tomorrow. Let's find out. Tim in Brainerd is guessing PC for a shot at $57,000. He's doing it in honor of Paul Charchian. Did that gamble pay off? Does he have at least one right for $250
Come on,
and a
Tim.
shot at
Come on, give it to him.
$57,000?
We got one!
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Tim.
Today's the day.
Tim in Brainerd. Tim, you have at least one right, and you've already secured at least
What is today's
$250. How do you feel about $250?
Well, that's fantastic. Now I've got a 1 in 26 shot at $50,000. Fantastic.
I love your logic. That time stops, right? You've already locked in one, so now it's 1 in 26.
Timbo.
Let's see.
Tim.
$57,000, game $499. If you do win today, by the way, then think about it. Then no one will accuse us of rigging it for game 500, right? If he would have won it next week, then it's a disaster. Did Tim and Brainerd...
I won't feel bad.
Right.
Did he just win $57,000 by guessing Paul Charchian's initials?
Come on.
He's going PC. Is Tim and Brainerd the third ever jackpot winner and have $57,000? No.
Sorry, Tim. Stay on hold.
Tim. Man.
Good swing, Tim.
Tim, all right, dude. You got $250 though. Stay on hold because we got to play the game in Zaxton, Florida. So you're gonna have to wait a couple of minutes.
I'll get to you as soon as I can, brother. Stay right
But
there.
if you have a little
Have fun,
patience,
guys. Have a great time.
right on, dude. If you have a little patience, you win $250.
Woohoo! Wow. Come on now.
He had the P right.
Oh, okay.
Is the first letter. It's too bad your last name is not pronounced Gharchian. It's PG. Our initials today. PG would have got you $57K. That was close. Not bad. All right. PG are the initials, you fellas and ladies ready?
Let's go.
Here we go. PG number 1.
Clue number 1.
Isn't mixed.
Clue number 2.
Exceptional quality or excellence.
Clue number 3.
Is natural.
Paul?
Paul was first.
Pure gold?
That's right.
Just before
Just a smidge.
Christopher.
Poopy.
Pure gold gets sauce on the board, and you
Way
lead
to go,
1-0.
sauce.
That was very close. You beat him by a split second.
Yeah, normally he goes first.
Pure gold gets Paul a 1-0 lead. Here's number 2 of PG.
Clue number 1.
Considered unfair or unethical.
Clue number 2.
This involves exploitation.
Clue number 3.
Involves an increase.
Clue number 4.
This can occur with a sudden surge in demand.
Hawk.
Hawk.
Price gouging.
That's right.
Oh, good one, Hawk.
That is price gouging.
Yeah, that was good.
Come on now.
Chris.
Nice job, Hogs.
All right, good one, Chris. Price gouging. Chris has one. Sauce
Come on,
has
Marnes.
one.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on, Paul Gharchian.
Paul Gharchian.
I love that.
I kind of like it. It rolls off the tongue.
That's the name of the podcast.
$57,000. Here's number 3 of PG.
Clue number 1.
Is a category.
Clue number 2.
Involves a group.
Clue number 3.
Commonly considered easy to learn.
Clue number 4.
Are intended to be social.
Charge. Public gathering?
Paul Gharchian out for the rest of number 3.
Clue number 5.
Occurs at gatherings and celebrations. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
Charades is an example of one of these.
Paul?
Paul, 5, 4, 3,
Picture game?
2. No. Marnie and Hawk, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Marnie.
Marnie, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chris,
Oh, got
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's party game.
Party game.
Initials is a party game.
Picture game was
Great games like Initials game, but also Marnie's favorite game, not Initials, Catchphrase.
I thought it was Twister.
That's private.
It is private. That's for your Discord
Holiday
chat.
thing.
Right.
Holiday thing.
All right. Hawk has one. Sauce has one. Nobody gets party game. Here's number 4 of PG.
Clue number 1.
Involves a performance.
Clue number 2.
It's considered optimal.
Clue
Charge.
number 3.
Charge.
Perfect game.
That's right.
Back-to-back
Yeah,
games.
good one. Good one,
Party game
Charchie.
into perfect game, and you
Good.
figured it out.
Well
Perfect
done.
game.
Oh, yeah.
3-way
Well
tie.
done.
Everybody but Marnes.
Come on now.
Come on,
Why
Marnes.
do you have to say it like that?
I love brevity.
Bread?
I do love bread, too.
So does
Bread and
Charge.
brevity.
See?
Oprah.
Again, all the things you two love.
He
Love
doesn't
bread.
like carbs.
No matter what.
Hawk, Sauce, and Charge have one. Here's number 5 of PG.
Clue number 1.
This is polite phrasing.
Clue number 2.
Is physiological.
Hawk.
Go for it.
Pass gas.
That's right.
That was Chris is
Holy
locked
cow.
in today.
How did he get that
Nice
one?
job.
Imagine
Split
that.
second behind you on the first one. Otherwise, he's just dominating. He's locked in. You guys are in trouble.
Imagine that.
You got that one?
Yeah.
Top of mind, right?
That's right.
If Chris was playing password right now, the opponents would be going, "That's a layup. That's not fair." Chris leads 2-1 to
Come on
1.
now.
Here's number 6 of PG.
Clue number 1.
Can feature wood, glass, or stainless steel.
Clue number 2.
Most commonly cylindrical.
Clue number 3.
Is a container.
Clue number 4.
Features gears or blades.
Clue number 5.
This is often used by waiters or waitresses.
Hawker. Hawker.
Yes, Hawker.
Pepper grinder.
That's right.
Wild hogs.
Hawker leads Paul Gharchian and Sauce and Marnie 3-1.
What an idiot.
Hawker. You're thinking Pepper
thinking-
and Grinder.
Yeah, I know.
They both end in ER, so you just go
Hawker.
Pepper, Grinder, Hawker.
Nice job, Hines.
All right, doesn't matter. You're kicking ass. You're kicking ass.
Thank you, my God.
Hawk has 3. Sauce has 1.
Come on,
Charge
now,
has
good
1.
guy.
There's still 6 items to go, though. Everybody's still in this. Here's number 7 of PG.
Clue number 1.
Considered yellowish.
Clue number 2.
This can be connected to paint.
Clue number 3.
One of the words is a legume.
Clue number 4.
Hawk again.
Peanut gallery.
You are out for the
good.
rest of number 7.
That helps.
Clue number 4.
Can be found in some crayon boxes.
Clue number 5.
This is a shade.
Yeah.
Last but not least,
Clue number 6.
this is a color similar looking to pods.
Paul.
5.
Pea green.
Yep. That's right. Pea green.
I had puce green, and I'm like, it can't be puce. It can't be. Couldn't think of pea.
You're given peanut, by the way.
Dang it.
And Chris got us halfway there.
True.
You're not helping.
Pea green gets Sauce
Come
his
on,
second
idiot.
point.
Don't give it away.
Hawk has 3. Sauce has 2. Charch has 1. Here's number 8 of PG.
Clue number 1.
Is voluntary.
Clue number 2.
This is an acknowledgement.
Clue number 3.
Can be negotiated.
Charge?
Charge.
Pay grade?
Oh, good one, man. Really good.
All right, Charge is out for the rest of number 8.
Clue number 4.
This can be heard or entered.
Clue number 5.
This is an admission of culpability.
Marnie,
Marnie,
plead guilty.
that's right.
There you go. There you go.
Plead guilty.
Well done.
Marnes
Well
is
done.
on the
Oh, I wasn't
board. That was a
anywhere
big
near
point for you,
Wow.
Marnes. You needed that one.
Yeah, I wasn't anywhere close.
Kidding.
Way to
All
go.
right, there's only 4
Good
left.
job, Marnesy.
And the lead is 1 over Sauce and 2 over Charch and Marnie. So Hawk has 3, Sauce has 2, Charch and Marnie still in this with 1 each with 4 to go. Here's number 9 of PG.
Clue number 1.
Debuted in 2013.
Clue number 2.
Often photographed.
Clue number 3.
Is in line.
Clue number 4.
Connected to whales.
Meat sauce.
Clue number 5.
His mother's name is Catherine.
Paul.
Yep. 5, 4,
Prince.
3.
Graham.
Sauce out for the rest of number 9.
Marnie,
Marnie.
Prince George.
That's right.
He and his father has the same birthday as my brother.
Yeah. So,
That's incredible.
so Marnie, there's this
Damn it.
British guy that likes a show named Andy. He's just a British guy.
Andy's nuts.
Is going to be gut laughing when he hears that Sauce guessed Prince Graham.
I was on the right
You
track.
were on the right track.
For some
What's
reason, I was thinking
the
Wales.
whales connection? Oh, whales.
W-A-L-S.
Whales.
Son of a bitch.
The other kind
Nice
of
job,
whales.
Barnes.
Way to go, Marnes.
What
I
is
blew
it,
that.
That was mean.
Prince George.
I'm like, okay.
I got
Whales,
close.
P for pod?
And once
pod of whales?
And I don't like, I used to do this all the time, but I don't like born in 2013. That's easy math. This is an
Yeah.
11-year-old kid. But if I say debuted in
could be a
2013.
song.
That's also
Could be a
mean. That's
movie.
He
mean.
debuted
Yeah,
in
he is
2013.
mean. Hello.
All right.
I wish you would have said
I'm
something like Prince Gary. Just like a worse name.
Prince Gharchian?
Well, Graham sounds like a...
Prince Gharchian would be a nice nickname for you anyway.
I do like. I think of myself as being very regal.
Very. Hawk has 3. Marnie, a couple of points there.
Knows.
Marnie and Sauce just one back with 2 each. Chart, you have 1. There's 3 items to go of PG. Here's number 10.
Clue number 1.
Often used symbolically or metaphorically.
Clue number 2.
Represents a transition.
Clue number 3.
Often said to be guarded.
Paul.
Go for it.
Pearly Gates.
That's right.
Wow. Outstanding.
That was very good.
Holy cow.
Wow,
That,
dude.
that
nice
made up
job.
for Prince Graham. That was fantastic.
That
Pearly
was
Gates.
really good.
Wow, good job, dude.
Wow, that was really good.
Yeah.
All right. 2 to go.
I don't know how you
everybody.
did that.
I don't know
guarded.
either. Everybody's still in this mathematically with 2 to go.
Wow.
Hawk and Sauce, you each have 3. Marnie, you have 2. Chart, you need the last 2 to tie.
Yeah.
So Chris and Sauce with the lead with 2 to go. Here's number 11 of PG.
Clue number 1.
Considered less than or lower and not as important.
Clue number 2.
This is a group.
Clue number 3.
Traces back to theater and vaudeville.
Paul.
Yep.
Peanut Gallery.
That's right.
Oh, that is, yes.
There's the peanut gallery. Stole that one from you. All right, Sauce has the lead.
Nice
and that
job, Saucy.
mathematically,
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
that
man.
mathematically
Yeah.
eliminates Charge and Marnie, but you two keep playing. It comes down to this. Sauce, if you get this right, you're the winner.
Sweet.
If Chris gets this right, we have a tie and a tiebreaker. If Charge or
go,
Marnie
Hogs,
gets it
Daddy.
correct,
Yeah,
then
baby.
Sauce also wins. So
Either way,
Marnie,
play some
Charge,
rise.
and Sauce help Sauce win. Hawk goes for the tie. Here we go. Number 12 of PG.
Clue number 1.
Can be indoors or outdoors.
Clue number 2.
Often monitored.
Clue number 3.
Commonly includes levels.
Clue number 4.
Can require a ticket.
Clue number 5.
This is a structure. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
Often the second word is ramp. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No idea.
Sauce wins.
Sweet.
What has levels?
Climbing rock
There's a
wall is all I
ramp.
can
Parking
think of.
garage.
Parking garage. A parking garage. And
Sweet.
Sauce
Holy
wins.
Wow.
A bunch of
I'm
ding
back.
dongs.
Yeah.
Parking garage.
Yeah, this game will go down in memory.
Yeah.
500 will feel a lot better than this.
Wow.
Well,
We
Chris
did
got off
not
to
light
that
it up.
monster
Yeah.
start. Sauce had a couple of brilliant ones.
Thank
Just
you.
a couple of stumbles there.
Yeah, the
For
pearly
whole group.
gates and
Can we hear
peanut
some
gallery.
rise?
Just bang, bang.
Peanut Gallery killed me.
Yeah, because you put it on the board and then
Yeah.
Sauce was
And
waiting
it
for it.
just hung there, and I'm like,
I don't think, no offense to you, I don't think you would have had it if he hadn't said it 5 guesses earlier,
well,
right?
what was the vaudeville?
Yeah, it traces back to theater
Yeah.
and vaudeville.
Yeah, I mean, that I might have. That's where I kind of put it together because
Maybe,
that's where
but
you
it's
would
also
find
front,
the peanut gallery.
Right, but maybe it's also in front of everybody's mind because Chris had guessed
Yeah,
it
of
earlier.
course. Yeah,
That
yeah.
helps.
Yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah.
a peanut a legume, do you think?
Yeah,
Probably.
100% is.
For sure.
Good, good,
Yeah,
good.
It's a fun word to say.
It is.
Yeah.
Legume.
yeah. I was
Sauce,
waiting
what
for-
happens now,
Well done,
though?
sausage.
I was waiting for Paul George. But Hawk doesn't know who that
I don't think he's
is.
coming in
Correct.
today.
Brilliant. Now that I've won, I'm sponsored by my friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. Tag 7th Avenue Pizza now through the end of today, and one lucky winner will win $100 to put towards restocking their freezer with 7th Avenue Pizza. Thank you, 7th Avenue Pizza. You're the best.
Prince Graham.
Then I followed up with a tomahawk. Done.
You know, here's the thing. When he said Prince Graham, I thought to myself, well, it's obviously not Prince George then, because he wouldn't have said Prince Graham if it was actually Prince George. That's too easy. I must be thinking of the older dude, not the
wrong
little kid.
family.
Yeah, you're right.
Sure.
Blew it. Talked myself right out of that one, Charch. Just blew it.
Had I not been stuck on Puce Green,
Whoa.
I really might have been able to get
still
some
lost by
traction.
2.
Yeah.
But yes.
You and the rest of the listeners couldn't get that out of your head,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Now my wife's trolling me.
With Prince Graham?
Yeah.
My guess is that one's going to stick. You
I think when you get home, I think she's going to give you a Prince Graham.
Yeah, that'd
Wow.
be nice.
Lucky. You also once famously guessed Princess Eric. You're just not great with royalty on
No.
Because wasn't that just Prince Eric? Wasn't that
Prince Eric, yeah.
from Little Mermaid? But you
Yeah,
said Princess
Princess
Eric.
Yeah.
Yep. Just not your thing.
Yeah, it's all right.
You still won.
Yeah,
you did
take
great,
that,
dude.
you
It's always good to stumble that bad and
Yeah,
still
you
kick
did.
some ass. But
Did
you
good.
did.
Yeah.
It's weird when you start hot like that. I thought I was going to get 9 today.
It
So
looked
did
like
I.
you were going to. Yeah.
my, oh, my.
I mean, the one you had, one of them you had was really good. But I forgot what it was.
Yeah, me too.
Because I won.
Good job.
Yeah, it was one of the first.
Price gouging was
Price
very
gouging
good.
was
Well,
good.
past gas. All I said was
Yeah, past
polite
gas was
phrasing
good.
and physiological. That's not very much.
He had to
but-
get that one because of his dad.
And I had just done it.
Yeah, you did a
Just
lot.
like right
You
before
got the
clue.
studio to yourself.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Yeah, it sounds like a jazz concert over here.
Brilliant.
And then right after that, Hawker got pepper grinder.
I can't believe
He was
it.
on a roll.
Now, do you jot down, Corey, our wrong answers? Because those are sometimes like, hey, I'll be doing PG again in 2 years and I can slip in pay grade or whatever.
No, not really. You mean in terms of guesses that I don't have in my on my list?
Exactly. Yeah.
That I'll do sometimes. But the guy who does Power Trip Initials, right? Because I'm at Initials Game on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a Rube who's super nice who does the Power Trip Initials account.
Yeah.
I keep a whole bunch of stats like points, wins, major victories, streaks, all these kind of things.
Breast size.
He keeps track of how many times you guys guess incorrectly.
Jeez.
What item you guys got it on. Like his stats go way deeper than mine.
He's the Pro Football Focus
Correct.
of Initials.
Yep. Mine is the box score. His is the
Yeah.
sabermetrics.
All right. I like it.
He has all these crazy stats. I'm like, Sauce guessed wrong 162 times in 2023. I don't keep track of
It's
that stuff. I
gotta
don't
be
have time for
way
that stuff.
Hey, Charchie?
But he does.
Yeah.
I don't want to take all your takes before you get on the next show.
Yeah. PA and Garch coming up at 9.
Yeah. But
57K.
I have 2, but I'll go with this one first because I think it's the most important. What were your thoughts on the whole Peacock thing last week?
Well, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like that it's yet another thing that if you want to watch playoff football,
Right.
I got to go buy and then cancel or, part of it is they're assuming there's going to be 10, 20% of people that just leave it on indefinitely, months at a time.
That's what they want,
and
yeah.
that's what they want. And by the way, and it's not just about the $6 that it costs. And I canceled it, by the way, in the third quarter. So I signed up 5 minutes before kickoff. I canceled it in game because it felt good. And then they stick you for the rest of the month. So I can still watch a month of The Office or whatever I want. But the other thing that nobody thinks about is they collected all of your personal information when you agreed to pay, right? So now they got me, my name, my address, my credit card. I mean, and from that, you can go get an enormous amount of data on you. So for Peacock, not only did I give up the $6, but I gave them a peek into, my personal life, and I don't like it. And I don't think the NFL should be forcing this.
Yeah.
We already pay for the stadiums. I mean, we should be able to watch games at fundamentally no cost. I don't like this. And the fact that so many people did it means we're just going to get more of this BS. This is going to be like, do I got to sign up for the Discovery Channel? Do I have to sign up next year? Am I going to have to sign up for Animal Planet Plus? I don't where
Do
where
you
does
want
it
to
end?
watch the Minnesota United or not?
Apparently I don't.
Martins, Amazon Prime, potentially the home of Bally Sports North in the future, correct?
It was pretty big news this week. It was seen as very positive news around our office. There are still a ton of questions to be answered, like what level of Amazon Prime will you need to sign up for to be able to watch your favorite team? But just to have an outlet and to possibly have this settled and for us to be able to move forward is huge.
I bet.
And talk about deep pockets. I mean, you go from a scenario where we didn't know about the long-term viability of the owners of Bally Sports North to Amazon now owns you with a $1 trillion company valuation. That's kind of nice.
And Charge Peacock isn't even the worst place your credit card information is.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, last week I was pretty pro Peacock just because I like to be a contrarian. But if you don't like Peacock, then I'm with you. See? Whatever Charch says goes. Because again, Charch, think about this. There are no two cooler people in the Twin Cities than you and I.
Absolutely.
We are trendsetters. Everybody wants to look and be like us.
Very much so.
Very cool.
Going to grow your hair out, I understand.
If
You
you
look good.
do it.
You look good in a little beard, longer hair. Yeah.
Whatever you say, my man.
Yeah.
You two should go Thelma and Louise on it.
About the manscaping.
I give
Let's work
myself
on
a
it.
Prince Graham every day.
Every day.
You know what that means.
Oh, God, I love it.
90 noon is next. More Charch. Martins, we'll see you next week.
Correct. Yes.
Martins is the
Be here
American
Tuesday.
treasure. We're back 5:30.